Uh, yeah. Drinking some brewski. What's up? Yeah. We're gonna get the rock up or what? All right, try it. Oh. All right, we can do the dance and shit. Fine. All right, rock it up, dog. You want to fucking play with me? Play with me. Rock it up, nigga. What's up? Rock it up, dog. Be rocked up. Ugh. That's pretty good, man. Well, feel for you. Yeast affection. Yes. Yeast affection. I was hoping that vaginal infection. But you're back. Hell yeah. You're back. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. But yeast infection, you didn't know what I had to start for y'all. vault. Yeah. Yeah. This is from Prince Vault. This is from the fucking vault. We listen to Player. Anybody? Player. Yeast Affection. I love that you're back. Thank God. I didn't know who. I thought that 45,000 motherfuckers were watching this, but, well, 4,500. Maybe one day 5,000 will be achieved. But, however, while you're in the, musical audience that's really like the intelligentsia of society, while you're part of the underground, listen to this Player before the millions of people are going to listen to it. Because once you do listen to Prince's Player, you're not going to be the same anymore. I swear to God, this is from the vault after Prince died in the flood in 2016. The heart attack, or no, not the flood. I guess he had a heart attack from Fentanyl or whatever it was called. I don't really like Fentanyl. I like having a few beers or whatever. I really like Opavol or whatever those guys. I'm not a multi-millionaire, so I don't have access to Opavol. So I guess I'll live a little bit longer, I guess. I don't have access to Dopavol. I wish. But no. Alright, let's do it. Let's do Opavol Society. Alright. Play. Y'all like this one? This one's pretty good. Do you like Prince's Player? It was not released. Yeah. Yeah. Player. Player. Just that woman child. Player. If I had you, girl, would be one. Player. If you love me in the mix, you could have me. Player. Life was a mission you could have me. Rated up one, hold it. Player. Yeah, I can't wait to read the comment section. That's for real. That's like a real song, dude. Man. Yeah, they got like 5 stars. That's true. That's such a good song, dude. Holy shit. I can't believe they never released that. That's really cool. It was in his vault or something. Yeah. That's fucking crazy. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Alright. What do you think Player was like your favorite song? I mean, I don't think it was, but It was definitely no. This is my favorite song. It's called Breakaway. Yeah. No, I mean Player is really good. Yep. Yeah. Player is awesome, but maybe this is your favorite song. Is this your favorite song? Thank you. Epstein. Wow. What's that about that morning. Small town cry. You gotta break away. Darling. And the prize, they won't stay. Right. Like the storms, moonlight puts on the chill. You gotta get yourself out of here. You always say will. Oh, Black Rider feels alright. Persian dreams, China white. Where you gonna go tonight? You gotta break away. Oh, you gotta break away. People move between themselves without a purpose, touching. Always nearly dark and frantic. In the corner, people clutching. As a rebel burns into space, hiding screams of friction, and Nightmare City burns away, all keeping up with fashion. Oh, Black Rider feels alright. Persian dreams, China white. Where you gone, let's go tonight. You gotta break away. Oh, you gotta break away. Oh, Black Rider feels alright. Time is tight, time is tight. You gotta break away, break away. Time is so tight. Time is so tight. You gotta break away. You gotta break away. Damn, any phrase, man? Yeah, damn. Yeah. get AI to fucking beat us better. Who are you? Who are you? Walk away, underground, breeze blew back my hair, threw buses around on my tail. Who are you? I really want to know. Really are you? Back to the rolling pins. Red pound with a streetcar in his head. We picked up on a busy day. 11 O's in the tin can. God, there's got to be a better way. Really want to know. Fuck you! Who the motherfucker you? sports arena, waiting for the show to begin. Red lights, green lights, strawberry wine. A good friend of mine follows the stars. Venus and Mars are alright tonight. The Hollywood Bowl will be there. Boy, the suit I'm preparing to shoot up the city. They're pretty. There's nobody here to witness the end. My dear old friendly confidant, there's a kitty, 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 kitty. The Hollywood Bowl. My show, yeah. Madison Square, oh yeah. Hollywood Bowl, I got. In the stands of the sports arena, waiting for the show to begin. Red lights, green lights, strawberry wine. A good friend of mine, Venus, the stars, Venus and Mars are alright tonight.
Years old, Royal was a pretty woman. definitely Rod's legs. 31 years ago now, Rod Stewart. Check out John Peel on the mandolin.
How you doing, huh?
How you doing, man?
Doing good?
Doing good. Hey.
How about you, my baby? How you doing, girl? Big smile. Big smile for daddy. Is that like the grossest thing that people say? Oh, come to your daddy, baby. This is daddy shit. Sorry, I've been watching too much. What's that for? I've been watching too much television. Forget about it.
I've been too much. Forget about it. I've been watching too much.
Okay, so what's going to happen? You're still okay for time, right? Well, this was my idea. So we're going to do another couple of songs, right? Then we'll take a very, very short break. And then we'll come back and do the Low album for you, if you want. You okay out there with that? Low? Thank God you know it.
Thank God you know
We
it.
did it this time. And then we'll do some more songs after that, you know. This could, I'm not joking, this could be really long. So if you didn't make any arrangements for getting home, I've got a fairly big motor outside, so I can get some of you back, yeah? You know. Like 2 or 3. Shut up, Owen. Okay, another song. You and I'll drink on
The time.
'cause of
Lovers. That's a fact. Yes, we're lovers. That is that.
all nothing
Will keep us together. We can be here forever and ever.
Yeah, we can be
Who knows? Just for one day.
what you say.
Like dolphins, can swim. Will drive us away. We could be there forever and ever. We could be heroes just for one day. Yeah. What you say? We could be. Just one day, yeah. What you say? I can't remember standing by the wall and the guards stood by my hands and we kissed like nothing could fall. And the slaves, they're on the other side. We can beat them forever and ever. We can be heroes just for one day. Just say, yeah. We can be heroes, less than zeros, baby. We can be heroes, less than zeros. We can be heroes. Oh, yeah. We can be heroes. We can be heroes.
Thank you very much. Chancellor Cole, Governing Mayor Deacon, ladies and gentlemen, 24 years ago, President John F. Kennedy visited Berlin. And speaking to the people of this city and the world at the City Hall, well, since then, 2 other presidents have come, each in his turn, to Berlin. And today, I myself make my second visit to your city. We come to Berlin, we American presidents, because it's our duty to speak in this place of freedom. But I must confess, we're drawn here by other things as well, by the feeling of history in this city, more than 500 years older than our own nation, by the beauty of the Grunwald and the Tiergarten, most of all, by your courage and determination. Perhaps the composer Paul Linke understood something about American presidents. You see, like so many presidents before me, I come here today because wherever I go, whatever I do, ich hab noch keinen Koffer in Berlin. Our gathering today is being broadcast throughout Western Europe and North America. I understand that it is being seen and heard as well in the East. To those listening throughout Eastern Europe, I extend my warmest greetings and the goodwill of the American people. To those listening in East Berlin, a special word. Although I cannot be with you, I address my remarks to you just as surely as to those standing here before me. For I join you as I join your fellow countrymen in the West in this firm, this unalterable belief, es gibt nur ein Berlin. Behind me stands a wall that encircles the free sectors of this city, part of a vast system of barriers that divides the entire continent of Europe. From the Baltic south, those barriers cut across Germany in a gash of barbed wire, concrete, dog runs, and guard towers. Farther south, there may be no visible, no obvious wall, but there remain armed guards and checkpoints all the same. Still a restriction on the right to travel. Still an instrument to impose upon ordinary men and women the will of a totalitarian state. Yet it is here in Berlin where the wall emerges most clearly. Here, cutting across your city, where the news photo and the television screen have imprinted this brutal division of a continent upon the mind of the world. Standing before the Brandenburg Gate, every man is a German, separated from his fellow men. Every man is a Berliner, forced to look upon a scar. President von Weizsäcker has said the German question is open as long as the Brandenburg Gate is closed. But today I say, as long as this gate is closed, as long as this scar of a wall is permitted to stand, it is not the German question alone that remains open, but the question of freedom for all mankind. In the Reichstag, a few moments ago, I saw a display commemorating this 40th anniversary of the Marshall Plan. I was struck by the sign on a burnt-out, gutted structure that was being rebuilt. I understand that Berliners of my own generation can remember seeing signs like it dotted throughout the western sectors of the city. The sign read simply, "The Marshall Plan is helping here to strengthen the free world." A strong free world in the West, that dream became real. Japan rose from ruin to become an economic giant. Italy, France, Belgium, virtually every nation in Western Europe saw political and economic rebirth. The European Community was founded. In West Germany and here in Berlin, there took place an economic miracle. The Wirtschaftswunder. Adenauer, Erhard, Reuter, and other leaders understood the practical importance of liberty, that just as truth can flourish only when the journalist is given freedom of speech, so prosperity can come about only when the farmer and businessmen enjoy economic freedom. The German leaders reduced tariffs, expanded free trade, lowered taxes. From 1950 to 1960 alone, the standard of living in West Germany and Berlin doubled. Where 4 decades ago there was rubble, today in West Berlin there is the greatest industrial output of any city in Germany. Busy office blocks, fine homes and apartments, proud avenues and the spreading lawns of parkland. Where a city's culture seemed to have been destroyed, today there are 2 great universities, orchestras and an opera, countless theaters and museums. Where there was want, today there's abundance. Food, clothing, automobiles, the wonderful goods of the Kudam. From devastation, from utter ruin, you Berliners have in freedom rebuilt a city that once again ranks as one of the greatest on earth. And the Soviets may have had other plans, but my friends, there were a few things the Soviets didn't count on. Berliner Herz, Berliner Humor, ja, und Berliner Schnauzer. In the 1950s, Khrushchev predicted, "We will bury you." But in the West today, we see a free world that has achieved a level of prosperity and well-being unprecedented in all human history. In the communist world, we see failure, technological backwardness, declining standards of health, even and now the Soviets themselves may in a limited way be coming to understand the importance of freedom. We hear much from Moscow about a new policy of reform and openness. Some political prisoners have been released. Certain foreign news broadcasts are no longer being jammed. Some economic enterprises have been permitted to operate with greater freedom from state control. Are these the beginnings of profound changes in the Soviet state? Or are they token gestures intended to raise false hopes in the West or to strengthen the Soviet system without changing it? We welcome change and openness, for we believe that freedom and security go together, that the advance of human liberty
The following pre-recorded political program is sponsored by TV for Gold.
Now, one side in this campaign has been telling us that the issues of this election are the maintenance of peace and prosperity. The line has been used, we've never had it so good. But I have an uncomfortable feeling that this prosperity isn't something on which we can base our hopes for the future. No nation in history has ever survived a tax burden that reached a third of its national income. Today, 37 cents out of every dollar earned in this country is the tax collector's share. And yet our government continues to spend $17 million a day more than the government takes in. We haven't balanced our budget 28 out of the last 34 years. We've raised our debt limit 3 times in the last 12 months. And now our national debt is 1.5 times bigger than all the combined debts of all the nations of the world. We have $15 billion in gold in our treasury. We don't own an ounce. Foreign dollar claims are $27.3 billion. And we've just had announced that the dollar of 1939 will now purchase 45 cents in its total value. As for the peace that we would preserve, I wonder who among us would like to approach the wife or mother whose husband or son has died in South Vietnam and ask them if they think this is a peace that should be maintained indefinitely. Do they mean peace, or do they mean we just want to be left in peace? There can be no real peace while one American is dying someplace in the world for the rest of us. We're at war with the most dangerous enemy that has ever faced mankind in his long climb from the swamp to the stars. And it's been said if we lose that war, and in so doing lose this way of freedom of ours, history will record with the greatest astonishment that those who had the most to lose did the least to prevent its happening. Well, I think it's time we ask ourselves if we still know the freedoms that were intended for us by the founding fathers. Not too long ago, 2 friends of mine were talking to a Cuban refugee, a businessman who had escaped from Castro. And in the midst of his story, one of my friends turned to the other and said, "We don't know how lucky we are." And the Cuban stopped and said, "How lucky you are. I had some place to escape to." And in that sentence, he told us the entire story. If we lose freedom here, there's no place to escape to. This is the last stand on earth. And this idea that government is beholden to the people, that it has no other source of power except the sovereign people, is still the newest and the most unique idea in all the long history of man's relation to man. This is the issue of this election. Whether we believe in our capacity for self-government or whether we abandon the American Revolution and confess that a little intellectual elite in a far distant capital can plan our lives for us better than we can plan them ourselves. You and I are told increasingly we have to choose between a left or right. Well, I'd like to suggest there is no such thing as a left or right.
There's
only
up or down.
Man's own old age dream, the ultimate individual freedom consistent with law and order, or down to the ant heap of totalitarianism. And regardless of their sincerity, their humanitarian motives, those who would trade our freedom for security have embarked on this downward course. In this vote harvesting time, they use terms like the Great Society, or as we were told a few days ago by the President, we must accept a greater government activity in the affairs of the people. But they've been a little more explicit in the past, and among themselves, and all of the things I now will quote have appeared in print. These are not Republican accusations. For example, they have voices that say the Cold War will end through our acceptance of a not undemocratic socialism. Another voice says the profit motive has become outmoded. It must be replaced by the incentives of the welfare state. Or our traditional system of individual freedom is incapable of solving the complex problems of the 20th century. Senator Fulbright has said at Stanford University that the Constitution is outmoded. He referred to the President as our moral teacher and our leader. And he says he is hobbled in his task by the restrictions of power imposed on him by this antiquated document. He must be freed so that he can do for us what he knows is best. And Senator Clark of Pennsylvania, another articulate spokesman, defines liberalism as meeting the material needs of the masses through the full power of centralized government. Well, I, for one, resent it when a representative of the people refers to you and me, the free men and women of this country, as the masses. This is a term we haven't applied to ourselves in America. But beyond that, the full power of centralized government, this was the very thing the Founding Fathers sought to minimize. They knew that governments don't control things. A government can't control the economy without controlling people. And they know when a government sets out to do that, it must use force and coercion to achieve its purpose. They also knew, those founding fathers, that outside of its legitimate functions, government does nothing as well or as economically as the private sector of the economy. Now, we have no better example of this than government's involvement in the farm economy over the last 30 years. Since 1955, the cost of this program has nearly doubled. 1/4 of farming in America is responsible for 85% of the farm surplus. 3/4 of farming is out on the free market and has known a 21% increase in the per capita consumption of all its produce. You see, that 1/4 of farming, that's regulated and controlled by the federal government. In the last 3 years, we've spent $43 in the feed grain program for every dollar bushel of corn we don't grow. Senator Humphrey last week charged that Barry Goldwater, as president, would seek to eliminate farmers. He should do his homework a little better, because he'll find out that we've had a decline of 5 million in the farm population under these government programs. He'll also find that the Democratic administration has sought to get from Congress extension of the farm program to include that 3/4 that is now free. He'll find that they've also asked for the right to imprison farmers who wouldn't keep books as prescribed by the federal government. The Secretary of Agriculture asked for the right to seize farms through condemnation and resell them to other individuals, and contain...
Senator Hatfield, Mr. Chief Justice, Mr. President, Vice President Bush, Vice President Mondale,
Yeah.
Senator Baker, Speaker O'Neill,
Yeah.
Reverend Mumaw, and my fellow citizens.
My fellow citizens,
To a few of us here today,
today,
this is a solemn and most momentous occasion. And yet in the history of our nation, it is a commonplace occurrence. The orderly transfer of authority as called for in the Constitution routinely takes place as it has for almost 2 centuries, and few of us stop to think how unique
we
really
are.
are. In the eyes of many in the world, this every 4-year ceremony we accept as normal is nothing less than a miracle.
That's an miracle.
Mr. President, I want our fellow citizens to know how much you did to carry on this tradition. By your gracious cooperation in the transition process, you have shown a watching world
Lord,
that we are a united people
people,
pledged to maintaining a political system which guarantees individual liberty to a greater degree than any other. And I thank you and your people for all your help in maintaining the continuity which is the bulwark of our republic. The business of our nation goes forward. These United States are confronted with an economic affliction of great proportions. We suffer from the longest and one of the worst sustained inflations in our national history. It distorts our economic decisions, penalizes thrift, and crushes the struggling young and the fixed income elderly alike. It threatens to shred the lives of millions of our people. Idle industries have cast workers into unemployment, human misery, and personal indignity. Those who do work are denied a fair return for their labor by a tax system which penalizes successful achievement and keeps us from maintaining full productivity. But great as our tax burden is, it has not kept pace with public spending. For decades, we have piled deficit upon deficit, mortgaging our future and our children's future for the temporary convenience of the present. To continue this long trend is to guarantee tremendous social, cultural, political, and economic upheavals. You and I, as individuals, can, by borrowing, live beyond our means, but for only a limited period of time. Why then should we think that collectively, as a nation, we're not bound by that same limitation? We must act today in order to preserve tomorrow. And let there be no misunderstanding. We're going to begin to act, beginning today. The economic ills we suffer have come upon us over several decades. They will not go away in days, weeks, or months, but they will go away. They will go away because we, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the past, to do whatever needs to be done to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom. In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem. From time to time, we've been tempted to believe that society has become too complex to be managed by self-rule, that government by an elite group is superior to government for, by, and of the people. Well, if no one among us is capable of governing himself, then who among us has the capacity to govern someone else? All of us together, in and out of government, must bear the burden. The solutions we seek must be equitable, with no one group singled out to pay a higher price. We hear much of special interest groups. Well, our concern must be for a special interest group that has been too long neglected. It knows no sexual boundaries or ethnic and racial divisions, and it crosses political party lines. It is made up of men and women who raise our food, patrol our streets, man our mines and factories, teach our children, keep our homes, and heal us when we're sick. Professionals, industrialists, shopkeepers, clerks, cabbies, and truck drivers. They are, in short, we the people. This breed called America